Dear student, in continuation to my lecture series, Reduction of ER Diagram to Table, I'm here going to present second lecture on the topic how to convert weak entity into relation. In first lecture, we'll discuss how we can represent the composite attribute, entities, and multivalued attribute into relation. So here I've just taken the example of the bank, where in a bank, the number of customers over there, and bank provide a loaning facility to the customer. So I've taken over here a customer as a strong entity and a loan as a weak entity, right? So weak entity, all of you know the symbol of weak entity. This is the representation of the weak entity, like this one is the representation of the weak entity. And the strong entity and weak entity is linked by the help of this identifying relationship. So identifying relationship is used to make a connection between a strong entity and a weak entity, right? So here I'm just drawing the identifying relationship. So I hope all of you know the meaning of this identifying relationship, right? Right. So this is the customer. This is the customer, and this is the loan. And the name of the relationship, I can just write the issue loan. We can write the name of the relationship is issue loan. And there is a activity like this one, and this is the total participation. If the loan is there, then definitely that loan must belong to any one person, any one customer. So a total participation over here, right? And the name of the attributes which is associated with the customer is the customer ID, and this customer ID is the key attribute, primary key attribute of the customer. And here the loan, the loan name, and the loan date. So here I've taken the two attribute, loan name and loan date, right? So this is the customer ID, and this is the customer name, and this is the loan name, and loan name, and this is the loan date, loan issuing date, right? And attribute linked with the entity like this. So what happened in this ER diagram? I just represent the two entity. The one is the this is called strong entity. The one is the strong entity. And right here, this is the strong entity, and this is the weak entity, right? So now what we have to do, we have to convert this ER diagram into table. So first, what you can do, first write the name of the entities. So the name of the entities over here is the customer, and the name of the entities over here is the loan, right? Now, the question arises, which attribute I should take over here in customer? So write the name of the attribute of the customer, underscore ID, comma, customer underscore name. This close. And here, loan. In loan, write the, I can the space over here, loan, loan name, comma, loan date. Loan date. Now the question arises, how this these two relation relate. So in this relation, this customer ID is the primary key in customer table. So that customer ID you can write over here. This customer ID you can write over here like this. So this is, so in the customer table, the customer ID is the primary key, and in the loan table, this loan name is the partial key. So for this table, loan table, this customer ID and loan name will be treated as a primary key, and in this table, this customer ID will be treated as a primary key, right? And this is the simple representation of the weak entity to ER diagram. So I hope all of you understand the things. When a weak entity is there in a ER diagram, then just write the name of the entities and weak entity. Then in entity, write the name of all attributes. And in weak entity, write the name of all attribute of the weak entity. And also in weak entity, write the name of the key attribute of the strong entity. So name of the key attribute of the strong entity is customer ID. So in this, when we convert this ER diagram into relation, then there are two relations. So I hope you understand this. Thank you.